My name's Nicole.
I'm Aly.
And this is our June book haul video. So this is all the books that we bought in June.
You gonna start this time?
Okay, I'll start this time.
Okay.
This is like totally out of order because like, whatever. But let's start with this book. So this is Openly Straight by Bill Konigsberg. I apologize if I pronounce any author names incorrectly. But anyway. So we saw him at a YA writing conference at a local store here called Changing Hands. Shout out Changing Hands. And yeah, so he did a panel like workshop thing, and then Aly told me how good his book was, and I really liked him as a person. So I bought it and I had him sign it, and that's what I bought. That's my first book bought.
All right.
I don't know.
So my first book for June actually came from Owl Crate, and I bought June's Owl Crate because I was like 99% sure this was going to be the book. It is From Twinkle with Love. I've been excited to read this for a long time, so yay.
Sorry, I was like totally like doing stuff.
Oh, you're good.
Here while you were talking about your book. I'm excited to read that book too. And after Aly got her June Owl Crate, I ended up, they had like extras and they sent an email out and I totally bought it because there's some good stuff in that box. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, it's a really exciting box.
Yes, it's a really exciting box.
Good box.
Yes. Okay. My next book is Keeper by Kim Chance.
Oh my god, me too.
Oh my god. So, if you follow like AuthorTube, you probably have seen Kim Chance. She's a pretty big channel on here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty big author that I've seen.
I think that's how I found a lot. I don't remember how I found her. Like, she's the first author I think I ever found on YouTube, and I found a lot of others from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember how I found her. But I love her. I love how like bubbly and nice she is.
She's very positive
and,
too.
Yeah, and I love like you can tell she used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
She just has like that person. I don't know. I just really like her.
So she posted when her book started showing up in Barnes and Noble. So we both
went out and found it.
Yes.
Hashtag Keeper in the Wild.
Yes. All right. Well, then you're next.
Alright, so my next one is Fahrenheit 451, which I wanted to read for a long time, and I got from, from Thrift Books. I think it says it on there.
Yeah.
So I knew I could find a used copy of this one, so I just got it on Thrift Books. Maybe I should show my Thrift Books ones together.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, this is from Thrift Books. I have a couple more from Thrift Books, so yay.
My next one is, actually it's kind of funny because it's another Barnes & Noble one, and I think I actually picked this up at the same time I picked up Keeper, but this is Nothing But Sky by Amy Trueblood, and it's kind of cool because the ones around here do a lot of local author events, and so when I went to pick up Keeper, mine had a table up front that had local authors, and these are signed copies, so it's an autographed copy, and it's actually really cute because there's like a little stamp of a little plane.
Aww.
Plain stamp, because this book is about a girl who's a wing walker in the, I don't know what, it's post World War I, so I don't remember
Is it the 20s?
I was gonna say the 20s too, but then
I don't know if that's right.
Some
I'm out of history dates.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it sounds like a really cool book.
It does.
And Amy Trueblood was actually at the YA writing conference that we did as well.
All right, my next one is my other Thrift Books book, and it is The Cancer Journals by Audre Lorde. I have a relative who has cancer, and I really enjoy Audre Lorde, so it seemed like a good book to read. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to read a little bit on the back. It says, Alice Walker wrote that it has taken away some of her fear of cancer, which, you know, that would be nice.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know, it's one of those things, like, this is such a far-reaching thing. I think so many people know someone that's dealing with cancer, and it's both, it has affected a lot of people, but in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
So I just was excited to read something from someone who's such an amazing writer, and then her take on it. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. Also, I don't know, it seems like a lot. It seems like it's pretty heavy, but also it's kind of short, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully that balances it out a little.
Yeah.
We'll see, but I'm looking forward to reading this one.
So my next book is, it's a book called A Wolf Called Romeo by Nic Jans, maybe, actually. I'm sorry about that. So I actually bought this in Alaska. It is a book that takes place in Alaska, and it's about actually this wild black wolf that basically started appearing in, I think it was Juneau. Yes, Juneau. And so this wolf started appearing in Juneau and basically started playing with like the neighborhood dogs in this one neighborhood. And so
You should show them close so they can see the wolf and the puppy.
look, they're friends.
Oh.
There's actually pictures in here too
Oh.
of
So cute.
like here's them playing and so this is this guy's actually like a writer. He's written a bunch of other stuff, so but he wrote this book about this wolf, and I bought this at a local bookstore in the bookstore was actually in Ketchikan, I believe. Yes, but it was cool because they have like a little stamp that you can get.
I love that.
And I feel like more bookstores need to do that because it was totally like, it was kind of cool. It's like, hey, if you want a stamp, and I was like, yeah, I want a stamp. So, yay.
All right, so that I only had 2 books from Thrift Books. This one is from a place called Bookman's.
Yes, Bookman's.
I think Bookman's is maybe Arizona only.
I think so as
Maybe
well.
Southwest only. I've only ever seen it in Phoenix.
There's one in Mesa.
Yeah, well, I guess I should say in the Phoenix metro area.
Yeah.
There's several, but it's like the coolest store.
Oh yeah.
There's like new books. There's old books. There's just random stuff. Like I was like kind of wandering around and I found an entire section that was just vintage steins from around the world.
Yeah.
Like you just it's a really fun place to go and like just look around and see some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have been dying to read this, but it was really pricey, and they had it on sale for I forgot how much, but it was a good deal, so I finally got it. I'm really excited. There's a lot of people whose story I'm really excited about in here, so I won't just like read the whole thing, but yeah, I'm really, really excited about this book.
What's the book called?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's called Star Wars from a Certain Point of View, and I really like that.
Well, I do remember you telling me about this because you said someone wrote a point of view from like
the garbage compactor monster. Yes, but I can't remember her name. Oh, it's Nettie Okafor. I feel like I'm saying that so wrong. But anyway, she wrote the Binti series, which is awesome. So
yes.
I'm very excited to hear that point of view because I was like, what a cool idea to write a story. I mean, I'm just assuming everyone's seen Star Wars because who hasn't?
Yeah. How are you alive? Or what rock do you live under? I suppose so.
What happened to you in your life?
Talk to us about your childhood. All right, so my next book is actually another book I bought in Alaska. So this is Bygone Badass Broads by Nic and Aly, and it's 52 Forgotten Women Who Changed the World. So she actually, so Nic and Aly is the writer who did The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and I guess this all started out as a Twitter hashtag that she started posting about different women throughout history. And it became a book, and the illustrations are by Petra Eriksson, and they're like really, and of course I keep opening up to pages that don't have an illustration. Go me. So I was gonna say they're like really cool, like.
Oh yeah.
Wait, there we go. They're like I just love this illustration style basically. So it's cool. It's set up that it starts out the furthest in history at the beginning of the book, and it goes kind of towards modern times, but I forget what I think the 60s or something is like the last one. And the thing I enjoy the most about this is that Nic and Aly talks about how some of the women that are in this book you wouldn't necessarily think of them as like good people, but just because they're not like good people doesn't mean that what they did that impacted history should be forgotten and not like acknowledged. So there's people in here that I knew about, and then there's people that I never knew about. So it's really interesting. I actually recommend picking it up if you can. So and this also has a cool stamp in it.
All right, my next one is my only purchase from Amazon. I think I don't love buying books off of Amazon to be honest. I usually try to buy them elsewhere, but I really wanted to read this, and I wanted to read it right away. And nowhere local had it when I was looking for it. I forgot to, actually I always forget about Target. Target might have had it and I forgot. But anyway, it's You Are a Badass at Making Money. And, I want to be a badass at making money. I basically just, I don't know, I've always had a hard time feel like I read Lean In and how I was talking about like women don't ask for raises and whatnot and la da da da, and I totally fit into that. And that book actually empowered me when I got the job I have now. I asked for more money, which was something I had never done before. I never tried to negotiate or anything. So I was like, I need to like keep going with that. This is a very different kind of book. It's all about how you think about money and like the law of attraction kind of thing. But I just really enjoy it. What I've read so far. So yeah, money.
Nice. So next, I picked up The Prince and the Dressmaker.
So did I.
This is by Jen Wang, and I actually read one of her other, she did, oh man, I totally forgot what, In Real Life is the other comic by her that I've read. And then, yeah, I forget how I found out about this, but I saw it and I was like, yeah, I totally need to get this. So it's about the prince is I don't know if I want to say.
He wears dresses.
Right. I didn't want to like give him an identity when I don't know what it is yet. But basically it's about a prince who wears dresses and the dressmaker that makes those dresses for him. And I don't really know much else about it. But the art style is like super cute. So I really like her art style. So
I want to say,
yes, there you go.
hopefully it's not a spoiler or something that I showed you.
Spoiled everything right now.
I want to say I'm like 95% positive that Stephanie Perkins posted about this, and I kept eyeballing it because the art is so cute, and I just thought it was like a guy and a girl, like he's a prince and she's like a lowly. So I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
And then when I found out that he likes to wear the dresses, that definitely piqued my interest more because I was like, oh, that's not a story I've read before. And then when I picked it up, the blurbs on the back are Lucy Knisley, I think is how you say it, and then Hope Larson. Those are two comic creators that I really enjoy, so their recommendation made me want to read it. So yeah.
And I just noticed this is so cute. So the chapter titles are pattern pieces.
Super cute.
Yeah.
That's super cute.
Okay.
I just think we should say, I had no idea you were buying Keeper or that book.
No.
So
No.
that just happened.
To be fair, I did go to see Keeper. I did go to Barnes & Noble to see if I could find Keeper after I saw you post about Keeper.
Okay.
So I will.
Okay.
I did buy Keeper slightly because of Aly, but we both did not plan on buying Prince and the Dress.
No, I actually was like, is that your pile of books or mine?
Yeah.
When I saw it in hers. That's funny.
Yeah. I feel like this is not going to be the last time that happens.
Probably not.
Just FYI.
Okay, my next one is called We Were Witches. I got this at Changing Hands. I got The Prince and the Dressmaker there too. And I bought this for two reasons. One, it was in their Pride display and I picked it up because this cover is just really cool and I was intrigued. And then the bookseller who recommended it is someone who I go to her book club sometimes and I love her. So I respect her taste. I was like, well, if she likes it, then I'll get it. And I'll just read you the little like tagline. Ariel's a teen mom, aspiring writer, and feminist witch trying to get a college education during the first Bush administration. Basically, she's screwed. And I was like, oh, I have to read this.
Yeah.
And it's really good. I did read it, and I'm like, was looking up Ariel Gore and trying to find out more about her because this was like phenomenal. I read it really quickly after I bought it, so this was a really fun, just kind of impulse purchase. So.
And I love the cover. Like
Isn't it so good?
Yeah.
That's like what drew me to it.
Yeah.
I was just looking at everything on the Pride display and I saw this and I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool.
My next book is a Book of the Month book. These will show up sometimes in my hauls because I'm a member, but I don't always get something. But this is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. And it sounds interesting. So it's basically about a woman who has, and I never know if I pronounce this correctly, but Asperger's? Right? Okay. So she wants to find out more about like what romance is and stuff like that. So she actually ends up hiring like a male escort. And then they slowly fall in love. And that's not something I've read before.
Yeah, question, is the author a person on the autism spectrum? I'm just out of curiosity.
Don't know, honestly. There's not even an author blurby.
Oh, I would be really interested to hear about that because I have been trying to find more books by people who are.
Yes, she actually was diagnosed in 2016.
Nice. That's cool.
So yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Joel's husband. Or wait.
My husband.
Hi, Ally's husband.
I'm Joel's husband.
You're in the video now.
Hi, everybody.
So that's my book. Go ahead. I have one left. Oh, okay. I will do 2 at a time because they're by the same author and they're very short. So
Okay.
this is Princess Ever After by Katie O'Neill. And then this is The Tea Dragon Society by Katie O'Neill. And they're both very short, cute graphic novels. I think I'd call them like middle-age. Yeah. So
Middle
this-
grade.
Middle grade? What I
Middle age. This is it for your 40. You're 45. Come pick this one up.
Middle grade. So this is about basically a princess who saves a princess and then they save other people.
This looks adorable.
It's really cute. You could borrow these if you'd like.
Do you already read it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna borrow it.
And then this is about basically these little creatures where they grow like leaves and stuff and you pick them for tea
Oh
and
my
I don't know.
gosh.
I don't even know how to describe this correctly, but it's really cute because at the very end they have like a little like tea dragon like glossary that talks about all the different types of tea dragons. Like it's adorable. So these are, and I love the art, Katie O'Neill's art. So
Awesome.
okay.
All right, my last one is The Other Side of the World. I bought this again because of the bookseller at Changing Hands that I really like. I think I just saw it on the bookshelf
Yeah.
and I read the back and it sounded really cool. I don't know, sorry. It just says, heartbreaking story about a woman pushed to the limits of love until she's faced with a choice, her family or herself, which I thought that was a really interesting
Yeah.
premise. I think that's something that like a lot of women at least feel like they have to choose between. So I just thought that was an interesting thing. I really don't know anything else about it. I also thought it was cool that Psychology Today was one of the
Huh.
people blurbed on the back. Yeah, it just sounded pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, I'm still laughing about the middle-aged reads, so just don't mind me.
Middle-aged. This one's middle-aged.
Not the cute, not the cute comic about dragons. Okay, so my last book is called It's Your Universe. It's by Ashley Eckstein with Stacey Kravitz. Ashley Eckstein is the voice actress for Ahsoka in the Star Wars Clone Wars series and then also Rebels as well. And then she started a clothing line called Her Universe, which basically kind of proved that women would wear nerdy fandom clothing as well. And I think kind of helped propel not having to shop in the men's section for shirts because that was
Yes.
getting really annoying. So yeah, this is also the only book my husband has read so far. I would say this year, but it's like literally like since I've known him.
Go Ryan.
So like 7 years. Yeah. So some of it is also about like your dreams and stuff like that. Like you write down goals and whatever. So it's definitely geared more towards younger readers, but we got it signed by her, which is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. So she's really nice actually. She stayed after her event to make sure everyone got a signature,
That's really cool.
which is cool.
Nice.
So, but yeah, so that's my last book, and that's it for me. You're done. So that's the end of our haul.
Yeah.
And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.